continue the concept of transmission of heat. It is a part of heat. The first part is thermometry and thermal expansion, and next part is calorimetry and principle of calorimeter, and third part is transmission of heat. The transmission of heat due to temperature variation. Temperature variation to create between two objects heat flow from hot body to cold body. That is, transmission of heat means heat transfer. Heat transfer in three ways. The heat is transferred in three ways it is. So there are three processes the heat is transferred. One process is conduction process. Another one is convection process. And third one is radiation process. So there are three methods heat transfer from hot body to cold body, or hot point to cold point. But conduction, what is conduction? Conduction means without migration of the particle, this is one rod it is. So without migration of this is, so heat given to this system, then heat flow from one side to another side without migration of particle. Particle is do not migrate, but heat is transferred. Heat transferred from one point to another point without migration. This is a hot position. This is cold position. Without migration of the particle is not moving, but heat transferred from hot position to cold position. Without migration of particle, so without migration of particle, without migration of particles, heat flow from one side to another side, that is called conduction process. And convection. Convection, this is, suppose this is one liquid content of material. So heat is given to the system. Then the particles move from lower position to higher position, like this is particle moving from. So particle move from lower position to higher position, means this is high temperature position to low temperature position. That means a transmission of heat with migration of particle. With migration of particle. With migration of particles, this is called convection. So this is convection it is. Convection means with migration of particles, heat transfer from one place to another place, that is called convection. And conduction. So conduction is, so to transfer the heat from one place to another place without migration of particle, that is called conduction. So these are the two processes. But first of all, we complete the process of conduction. So we discuss the process of conduction. What is this conduction process? That means यहाँ पे ये conduction, convection and radiation. These are the first part. Conduction is very important and radiation is important. This is theoretical part, convection. So first we complete the conduction process. What is the conduction? Conduction means, so this is heat transfer from one place to another place. This is one rod. The area of cross section of this rod is area of cross section, and length of the rod is L. L is the length of the rod. This is a hot surface, a high temperature position it is. So this is, we consider theta 2 degrees centigrade. This is theta 1 degree centigrade. This is cold position. This is cold surface. This is a hot surface. And transmission of heat in t seconds heat transfer from, so this is high temperature to low temperature, A position to B position. A rate of transmission of heat delta Q upon delta T. So rate of transmission of heat, rate means with respect to time, or this is delta Q upon delta T. So this is the rate of transmission of heat directly proportional to area of cross section of the rod and directly proportional to temperature difference. Temperature difference means high temperature minus low temperature. Temperature difference theta 2 minus theta 1 it is. Again it is inversely proportional to length of the rod. Inversely proportional to length of the rod. Delta Q upon delta T. So this is equals to K into A into delta theta upon L it is. K A delta theta by L. This is the rate of transmission of heat. This is nothing but a heat current. This is nothing but heat current. Heat current is equals to K A upon L constant into, this is right as temperature difference. This is called temperature difference, is called potential. Heat potential it is. Heat potential. So heat potential it is nothing but temperature difference. That means this is heat current, this is heat potential, then it is like I equals to, so this is right as 1 upon R into V. This is Ohm's law. V equals to I into R. So here this is nothing but heat current. This is nothing but heat current and this is nothing but heat potential. Then it is right as 1 upon resistance. 1 upon resistance is right as Ka upon L. This is nothing but heat conductance. Heat conductance it is. Conductance is right as Ka upon L it is. Heat resistance. Heat resistance is right as 1 upon conductance, that is nothing but L upon Ka. This is called heat resistance. This is right as R equals to L upon Ka. This is nothing but delta theta. This is delta theta. So that means you have a heat potential upon heat current. So this is right as delta theta upon delta Q upon T, delta T. So this is the heat potential upon heat current. Heat potential upon heat current, that is nothing but heat resistance. Resistance is heat resistance R proportional to L and R proportional to 1 upon A and R resistance is proportional to 1 upon K. K indicates this is thermal conduction, coefficient of thermal conduction, that is called K, coefficient of thermal conduction. Coefficient of thermal conduction, this is K it is. So this is 2019 NEET में question is, what is the units of K? What is the units of K? This is coefficient of thermal conduction का unit it is. What is the unit of K? K write as delta Q, okay, delta Q into L upon, so A into delta theta into delta T time. So it is right as Q, joule upon joule meter upon meter square Kelvin second. So joule per second, that is watt. This meter is cancelled. Watt per meter Kelvin. Watt per meter Kelvin. This is the unit of K. So this is watt per meter Kelvin is unit of K. Or joule per second meter Kelvin. That is also unit of K. And K dimensional formula. K dimensional formula. This is power. Power is m1 L2 T power minus 3 upon L into theta, or L into dimensionally it is using as K. So M1 L power 1 T power minus 3 K power minus 1. This is dimensional formula of coefficient of thermal conduction. Coefficient of thermal conduction is K equals to M1 L1 T power minus 3 K power minus 1. Our unit is joule per meter Kelvin second or watt per meter Kelvin. This is coefficient of thermal. We want the resultant of thermal conductivity. That means two rods are connecting in series combination. So what is the resultant of thermal conductivity? Resultant of thermal conductivity, its value, there is Q upon T. Transmission of heat current from first rod. It is write as K1 A1 into delta theta, theta 2 minus theta upon L1. This is the first rod through rate of current, rate of heat current, and second rod 2, rate of transmitted current Q2. Its value becomes second rod through K2, A2 and theta minus theta 1 upon it is write as L2. Q by T value. So this is the rate of transmitted heat current. But it is write as this is heat current, that is H is equals to temperature difference theta 2 minus theta upon R1. This is the resistance. So this is potential upon resistance is called heat current. Same as here, H is equals to theta minus theta 1 by R2. So two rods are in series combination. You know that series combination, what is the resultant resistance? Series combination, the resultant resistance R is write as R1 plus R2. Series combination resultant resistance R equals to R1 plus R2. You know that R resultant resistance R value we want. R write as, so first one R1 is write as theta 2 minus theta upon H it is plus this is theta minus theta 1 upon H. This is write as theta 2 minus theta 1 upon H. So this is the total. So this is the resultant resistance. Resultant resistance. This is the resistance of first conductor resistance. So this is resultant resistance. It is nothing but resultant resistance is write as L1 plus L2 total length into K into A. This is write as L1 upon K1 A1. So this is plus L2 upon K2 A2. So after it is simplified this equation. If A1 equals to A2 equals to A. So this term is cancelled. Then L1 plus L2 by K. This is equals to L1 by K1 plus L2 by K2. So after we want the, so K value we want L1 plus L2 upon K. So this is right as L1 K2 plus L2 K1 upon K1 K2. So we want K equals to K1 K2. Okay, K1 K2. So upon L1 K2 plus L2 K1, L1 K2 and L2 K1. So upon, so its value becomes L1 plus L2. K equals. So L1 equals to L2 equals to L. Then its value equals to K equals to. So this is K1 K2. So into 2L upon. So K1 plus K2 into L. L is cancelled. Then it is write as K equals to 2K1 K2 upon K1 plus K2. So in series combination, K equals to 2K1 K2 upon K1 plus K2. This is the total first rod se transferred heat, second rod se transferred rate of heat are same. So then R equals to R1 plus R2. This is first rod, this is for second rod. After simplification, K equals to K2, K1, K2 by K1 plus combination of two rods. So parallel combination of two rods. So two rods connecting in parallel combination. We want resultant thermal conductivity. Resultant thermal conductivity. So what is this resultant thermal conductivity in parallel combination of two rods? So this is one rod of thermal conductivity K1, area A1, and this is another rod, this area of cross section A2. And lengths are same. Suppose two rods are having equal lengths. One side hot body and another side is cold body. So this hot body temperature is theta2 and cold body temperature is theta1. So this is theta2 and theta1 degree centigrade. So equal lengths, and A1, A2 are the area of cross section. The transmitted heat from the first rod Q by T. This is the transmitted heat through first rod Q by T1. So this is write as K1, this thermal conductivity K1, this is K2, K1, A1 into delta theta upon L1. So this is same length L. And second rod Q upon T of second rod, it is write as K2, A2 into delta theta upon L. So in first rod and second rod, their thermal conductivities are, so first rod this is the value and second rod this is the value. It is write as delta theta upon R. So this is delta theta upon R, this is delta theta upon R1, this is delta theta upon R2 it is. So this is the total heat current through first rod, heat current through second rod, then total heat current equals to heat current through first rod plus heat current through second rod. Its value is write as, so total heat current, this is write as Q upon T. Its value equals to Q upon T, that means delta theta upon R1 plus delta theta upon R2. And this is delta Q, this is write as delta theta upon R. Delta theta upon R. That is parallel combination. Parallel combination, the total current is, this is heat current I1 plus I2. This is the total current. So this is I equals to I1 plus I2. Heat currents are summation. That is equal to this is write as 1 by R is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This is parallel combination. But we want the thermal conductivity value. This case, its value becomes, this is write as, so this is write as this delta theta upon R1. So its value delta theta upon R1. This is delta theta upon R2. So 1 by R1. So 1 by R2, this is 1 by R equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So its value 1 by R. This is write as the total resistance. Resistance value is L upon. This is, so 1 upon L1, L upon K1. This is write as K1 A1 upon L. Plus this is, so K2 A2 upon L it is. And this is write as, so this is the resultant K and area A1 plus A2 upon L. L is same, cut करने के बाद K into A1 plus A2. That value equals to K1 A1 plus K2 A2 upon A1 plus A2. If A1 equals to A2 equals to so then K equals to, it is write as K1 plus K2 upon 2. This is the coefficient of thermal conduction or conductivity, thermal conductivity, that value in parallel combination of two rods. Two rods are connecting parallel. The resultant equals to K1 plus K2 by 2. In series combination, 2 K1 K2 upon K1. Generally, the solids are better conductors than liquids. In general, solids are better conducting nature than liquids. Means these are better conductors. And liquids are better conductors than gases. That means conducting nature. So conducting nature more in solids than liquids than gases. To compare the metals and non-metals, metals have more conducting nature than non-metals. So conducting nature. So metals are good conductors, heat conductors. These are good heat conductors than non-metals. So that means conducting nature solids का सबसे ज़्यादा है. To compare the liquids and gases, and conducting nature, metals and non-metals में compare किया तो metals are having more conducting nature. That means metals have more number of free electrons due to more number of free electrons. Metals have more number of free electrons. But the thermal speed of free electrons is V, but this V is proportional to root of temperature in absolute scale. Temperature in absolute scale means temperature in Kelvin. So this is Kelvin temperature. V proportional to root T. So these are the condition. So this is we considered conducting nature. So compared to different material, the thermal speed of free electrons in a metal. Metals are having more number of free electrons. That speed is V proportional to root T. So temperature in Kelvin it is. Again here given that thermal conductivity. So thermal conductivity indicates K. Thermal conductivity. So this is K. And thermal capacity. TC, thermal capacity, delta Q upon delta theta, thermal capacity. This indicates the ratio of thermal conductivity and thermal capacity. This is TC, thermal capacity, delta Q upon delta theta. This ratio indicates thermometric conductivity. This is called thermometric conductivity. It is thermometric conductivity, that is indicates T. Thermometric conductivity is defined as a ratio of thermal conductivity of material and thermal capacity of the same material, that is called thermometric conductivity. This is indicates D, it is thermometric conductivity. And this so D value, so D material to material changes it is. This is considered as thermal conductivity K, this is TC. It is write as K upon, so this is TC, write as M into C. So M into C, this is the D, thermometric conductivity or diffusivity. So this is nothing but diffusivity. This is thermometric conductivity D. Another one rule. Suppose a material is good heat conductor. Good heat conductor Good heat conductor is nothing but good electric conductor. Good heat conductor is nothing but good electric conductor. So, good heat conductivity, suppose this conductivity is K, and electric conductivity, this is heat conductivity or thermal conductivity K, and electric conductivity so this is write as sigma into T. So this ratio is K upon sigma T always remains constant. So this value, good heat conductivity, that is nothing but good electric conductivity. Heat conductor is good electric conductor. Example silver. Example silver. Silver is a good heat conductor as well as good electric conductor it is. Then that heat conductor ka conductivity, good heat conductor, that conductivity K upon electric conductivity, that is sigma into T, that value remains constant. K upon sigma T is constant. The experiment, Ingelheim's experiment. This is one oil bath. So different rods are having different thermal conductivities. K1, K2, different thermal conductivities. On surface coated with wax. On surface coated with wax. These are connected to oil bath like this. Then any one conducting rod having, we know the K value. Any one rod having the K value we know. Then we compare the another K values. We know the K1. We compare the K2, K3 and K4, K5. So these values comparison. That purpose using Ingelheim's experiment. So this experiment, the relation is K upon square of length of rod remains constant. K upon L square. This value is constant in this experiment. So this is metal wax is on surface, one side hot surface, another side is cold side, so cold position. Then heat is transferred quickly. Heat is transferred from one side to another side quickly. Then this wax is melts. This condition, the relation between K and L, K and L ka relation, K indicates so coefficient of thermal conduction or thermal conductivity. Thermal conductivity and L indicates length of rod. Then K upon L square, that value remains constant. Related with Ingelheim's experiment, the wax melts up the length of L1 is given 10 centimeter and L2 is given 25 centimeter. Of two identical rods, that means same area of cross section. Same area of cross section of the two rods are given. Different thermal conductivities, K1 and K2 are different. Then the ratio of thermal conductivity we want, K upon L square is remains constant. We want the ratio of thermal conductivity K proportions to L square, where K1 upon K2, it is write as L1 square upon L2 square. This is 10 square by 25 square. K1 upon K2, this is 100 upon 625. It is 1 by 6.25. This is the K1 and K2 ka ratio. So that means this related Ingelheim's method. So the related flowing through a cylindrical rods. Same material. So same material, then both having coefficient of thermal conduction are equal. K1 and K2 are equal. The rods of diameter, the diameter of the rod, those diameters are same. this radius r and this radius also r. So sorry, diameters are given 1 centimeter and 2 centimeter. That means radius, this is 0.5 centimeter and here radius is 1 centimeter. Radius are different. Two rods of different area of cross section and length ratio, one is 12 meter and another one is 6 meter. So lengths are different. This is L2 is 6 meter, L1 is 12 meter. The length of the first rod is very large. And the ends, the temperature difference is same. This is theta 1, this is theta 2 and theta 1. So temperature differences are same. What is the ratio of transmission of heat? K value is same, two rods made up of same material. Delta Q upon delta T. This is write as K A delta theta upon L it is. So this is Q by T value. You know that K same and temperature difference is same. Just areas are different and lengths are different. Then this is H. H proportional to area pi r square upon L. So this is H is proportional to r square by L. H1 upon H2 transmitted heat. H1 by H2 equals to R1 square. R1 square by R2 square into L2 upon L1 it is. It is write as R2 square 0.5 upon 2 upon 1 whole square into L2 upon L1 6 upon 12 it is. Its value becomes H1 by H2. This is write as. So this is 1 by 2 whole square 1 by 4 into this is 6 and 12. This is 1 by 2. A ratio equals to 1:8. The rate of transferred heat H1 by H2 equals to 1:8 it is. H1 by H2 equals to 1:8. This is amount of heat transferred. So amount of heat transferred Q by T. Q by delta T. Rate of transferred heat directly proportional to area, inversely proportional to length it is. And another, the second problem, three different materials, one thermal conductivity K1, another one K2, another one is K3. A is the area of first metal and second metal half of the area and third also half. The lengths are same, this length L, this length also L. First these two rods are parallel combination. These two rods are parallel combination. Resultant equals to K2 plus K3 upon 2. A resultant is K2 plus K3 by 2 it is. If parallel combination K2 so plus K3 by 2. If these combination, this resultant is this. So this is one rod and this is another rod. So these two rods. So this is K1 and this is K2 plus K3 upon 2. Are connecting in series combination. This is a hot surface. So this is cold. These are in series combination. What is the final resultant? Final resultant is in series combination 2K1 K2 upon K1 plus K2. So this is 2K1 K2 upon K1 plus K2. This is K resultant. Resultant in series combination 2K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. So here K2 value is this, then K resultant becomes like this is the relation 2K1 K2 plus K3 by 2 upon K1 plus K2 plus K3 by 2.